Hello YouTube, it's Commander Ironside. Today we're playing a little bit of a different game. This is Kings and Kaisers. It's a global 1914 World War I game. I've played a couple of rounds with my son, but haven't really played a full game. And now I'm playing the game with Madman and Moose Cow and a couple other people. Madman and Moose Cow were the designers of the game, and based upon my initial play, it's a lot of fun. It's one round of combat, so it's a little bit of a different mechanism, kind of like the 1914 game, which, to be honest with you, I don't have a lot of experience in. So I'm going to do absolutely terrible. I'm going to make a lot of mistakes, but I'm going to have a lot of fun, and I'm going to learn a lot doing it. So that's why we do this, to expand our knowledge and play. And this is going to be a lot of fun. I will say it's turn 2 for the UK and Japan, my nations. We got our teeth actually kicked in by the Germans. They attacked the UK fleet and wiped it out everywhere on the board. The only thing that's really left is this piddly little thing, and it can't run from that. So we're on a world of hurt. Not certain we're going to recover from it. Congratulations to the Germans. They got some good rolls and made a good play, and we'll see what happens. But not really here to win or lose. I'm here to have fun and play a fun game with a bunch of people that I play a lot of BBR with. So it should be a lot of fun. Anyway, so this is UK 2 and Japan 2. UK has 36 to spend. I'm actually filming this before the French video has been posted, but I understand the key moves that were made from my partner, one of my partners, Madman. On the French turn, he took the British fleet up here, attacked the sub, and I understand he took a damaged hit on the dreadnought. So there's a damaged dreadnought and 3 cruisers there, and I think the 2 transports as well. I'm not certain what's on them, but we'll update that. The rest of the moves are he took Nigeria with 1 guy and Gold Coast, I believe. I don't know if he did 2 or 1, but he took both of these. So the UK came back up to 38 on the IPC tracker to start. I assume he took 2. So I assume he's got 2 here. And I don't know if he's got 3 or 2 here, but we'll figure it out when the turn's over. So let's do our buys. So for the UK, had 37 to spin. US also had a tech breakthrough that they gave to the British. It was a 6, so it's naval ports or a military base. I'm going to choose a military base, and the military base is going to go down in Egypt. All right. For the rest of my buy, I'm buying a dreadnought for 15, a cruiser for 9, a transport for 6, and then I can't afford those 2 guys as much as I would love to have them. So 15, 15, 24, 30. No, I can't afford those guys, so I do love to have them. So that's 36. I'll save 1. So let's start over here on the Pacific side. Over here, and those are actually the Japanese pieces that I had. I'll change them out for British pieces, sorry. So the Brits are this light green. I had pulled out the Japanese pieces by accident because that's more familiar to me with BBR, being that they're yellow. So let me figure that out real quick. So I got a dreadnought, a transport. Sorry guys, I'm not as familiar with how to have everything set up at this point, so I'm a little bit slower than normal. So we got 2 infantry, a cruiser, a transport, and a dreadnought for 36, saving 1. Okay, transport, cruiser, dreadnought, 2 infantry, saving 1. So let's go over here. So our first battle is an infantry will walk into French Indochina and take that. I guess it'll go to the French from the Germans. So walk in. An infantry and an artillery from Siam will go to Burma and contest that. The orange means it's contested. So in this game, if you have one round of combat, so if you don't clear it, neither side controls the territory, and so whoever side had it drops it on the IPC tracker. So we have to roll the battle to see if the income will go to the British or it will just come away from the Germans. Joining that battle will be another infantry from East India, and the cavalry. Since it has nothing to do, it can come in and fight. From the transport in 41, we'll pick up 2 infantry and go 1, 2. Transports have a movement of 2 in this game, and land in 36. It'll be joined by the dreadnought, the cruiser. The difference in this game too than BBR, which most people who watch the channel would see me play, is that you do all of your movements at once. So the cruiser's going to go, the cruiser actually has a movement of 3. It's the only naval unit I understand that has a movement of 3. It's going to go 37, 36, come through the Suez Canal, and be sitting in 31. We are in this zone with the Turks or the Ottomans, but since we're already contesting it and we didn't move into the territory this turn, we have the option to either fight or not fight. And just given the odds are that I'm going to lose it if I do, I'm going to choose not to fight. And I'm going to choose not to fight so that these guys can't move out of this territory and attack here. Since they don't have any units here, they can't move through it. If they had units here, then this wouldn't work because he could go and move out of here to fight here. At least that's my understanding at this point. So I'm still learning the game. The Egyptians are going to move in force into Palestine and contest that. I want to take them all. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units, 6, 7, 8, 9 units. I'll take 5 infantry. I'll leave 1 in Egypt. I'm not certain if that's the right thing to do, but I'm, as I said, I'm learning the game, and there'll be lots of mistakes to be made. All right, so then there'll be 4 infantry, 2 artillery, and a cavalry in Palestine contesting that. Down here, I'm going to fight in South Africa. I have 2 infantry and artillery against a German. I'm going to fight there. Do I want to fight with him? 1, 1. He can go here. Sure. What I want to do. This is where you don't really have a sense when you haven't played it a lot. Not quite certain what to do. This German's stuck here. He can't do anything. This German in Togo is stuck. In theory, he could come pick this off, or he could pick this off. But I want to deal with this guy too. I think 2 of the guys from here are going to move down here. This guy and this guy will move here. That's an Austrian transport. I assume the Italians will graciously reinforce me, so I'm going to make that assumption. These 2 guys will move up to Belgian Congo. So I will have sorry, everything's all over the place and I don't have all the right markers yet, so I'm kind of improvising. And as we go through the game, I'll get better. So contesting here, contesting here, contesting here, contesting there. This is empty. This guy in Malaya will stay there. This guy will stay there. Those guys are fine there now. That's Chinese. British aren't going to do anything. It's not worth anything, so it's not worth contesting. Over here, I'm going to move an artillery and an infantry from Yorkshire down to London. Okay. Now, I don't know if I technically place my buys or do my rolls first, but that's an interesting question because it would change this. Hold on. Turn sequence. I'm assuming I place my buys after. Yep, okay. So we do combat, then we place. So let's do it. Let me just triple check. Canadians aren't doing anything. I move those guys down. There's no battles there. There's no battles here. That's a walk-on. That's a walk-on. This is a battle. So let's do it. See what we come up with. The Germans, let's do the battle for Burma. The Germans have 1 infantry. So the Germans defend at a 3 or less. We have 1 round of combat. We take the results, and then if there's units left, we keep them. I have 2 artillery. The 2 artillery go at a 3, but then I have 1 artillery. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong stack. 1 artillery. I have 1 infantry that's paired with that, and then I have an infantry and a cavalry, and I think those are 2s. So I have 4 units. He has 1. So 2 3s, 2 2s, and then 1 3 in defense. Let's do it. All right. All right, I got 3 hits, so he's dead. Here's the response. Miss. Beautiful. All right, so the Germans are ousted from Burma. We need all the help we can get. I'll change that in a minute. I'll do the IPC tracker in a second. I'm not fighting here. There's no battle here. Here I'm contesting, so here I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 infantry and an artillery. So that's 8 3s for the defense. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On the attack, I've got 2 artillery at 3, 2 paired infantry at 3, and then 2 more infantry at a 2. And then a cavalry attacks at a 2. So I have 2 artillery, 2 paired infantry, 1 unpaired infantry, or 2 unpaired infantry, and 1 cavalry going up against 8 3s. So I'm not trying to win this battle. What I'm trying to do is make it so that he can't come back into Egypt. So 3 hits. It's not very, well, 2, yeah, maybe that's average. So 3 hits. So we had 3 hits for the good guys. Now the bad guys are gonna roll a ton of 3s. 4 hits. Average again. Can you see that? 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. So he will take 3 infantry, right? I had to take 4 hits. I will take the cavalry and 3 infantry. You have to leave an infantry. You can't have anything by itself without an infantry. So I'll take 4 hits. So that battle's done. It stays contested, meaning the Ottomans will lose the IPCs, but the British will not gain them. All right, so the next battle is the battle for Anglo-Egyptian Sudan. I had 2 unpaired infantry going up against a German defender, so I can roll that all at once. So I have 2 2s and a 3. All right, and mutually assured destruction. Everything hit, but guess what? The German dies, British dies, but 1 British takes the territory. So we win the battle. All right, Rhodesia, same thing. 2 infantry against 1 German infantry. No good. Okay, so the Germans hit, but the British did not. So that battle is resolved, and there's 1 British and 1 German infantry left. So now we have the battle for South Africa. I have 2 3s because I have an artillery and a paired infantry and an unpaired infantry. Nothing. German response, miss. Nothing happened. Not good. Resolved. Didn't fight there. That's a walk-in. Did that. Did that. Did that. Okay, let's place our British units. Sorry, this is taking forever, guys. The Dreadnought's going to go down in 19. Transport's going to go down in 19. Cruiser's going to go down in 20. The 2 infantry are going to go down in Union of South Africa. I understand that since it was an original territory, I can build there even though it's contested. So I'm going to put 2 units there. So on an income basis, France is going to go up 2 from Germany. Britain will go up 1 from Germany. So Germany's down 3 on the income tracker so far. Britain's up 1, so Britain's at 39. I can't keep up with France and Britain or Germany, so I'll let those guys fix it. But Germany went down 2 for French Indochina, 1 for Burma. All right, Britain's going to go up 1 for Hejaz. And the Ottomans will go down 3 because they lost Hejaz and Palestine is now, sorry guys, I don't know if that's been in focus. I apologize if it hasn't been. Hejaz is now contested. I looked at my phone and it looked like it was off focus. So Britain's going to go to 40. The Ottomans will come down 3. Britain is going to take back Anglo-Egyptian Sudan for 1. That's 41. Germany's down 1. We contested Rhodesia, so Germany comes down another. And I think that's it. Okay. I'll do disposition afterwards because Japan's really quick. So Japan has $12 to spend. It's buying a sub and a transport, but it does have tech, so it gets 2 rolls. I'll roll those. A 2 and a 2, so no breakthrough. So it saves its tech, it spends its 12. The sub and the transport are going to go down into C zone, whatever that is, 55. Okay. Now, from an NO perspective, I don't believe Britain has any NOs. But if I read this rule correctly, Japan has 2 potential NOs. One is 1 IPC for each territory that was originally German, which we haven't done any of that because we haven't attacked anything. And then the second is 2 IPCs if there's no Central Power warships in the Pacific Ocean, C zone 47 through 75. So 47's here. That would mean this area all the way up to over here. And based upon my board, I think the cruiser that started over here has vacated. I think it went over to Sydney earlier and it's now sitting over there. So I think I get that NO. So I think Japan's going to earn 14 next turn. Still have a tech token. All right. And then the UK, I'll double check this and send it in the chats, at 41, and it's saved 1, so it should be 42 for next turn. Okay, let's do a disposition. Start with Japan, it's simpler. Seazone 55. I have 2 cruisers, 3 transports, 3 subs, and a dreadnought. Central Japan, or Tokyo, I have 4 guys. A cavalry, 2 artillery. And then in Osaka, I have 4, actually I'm gonna move, if you guys will let me, an infantry and an artillery from Osaka to Central Japan. So in Central Japan, I'll have a cavalry, 3 artillery, 5 infantry. Osaka, 3 infantry. In Korea, there's an infantry, and in Taiwan, there's an infantry. All right, so let's do Britain, starting over here. New Zealand, an infantry. New South Wales, 3 infantry and artillery. Queensland, an artillery, 3 infantry. Papua, an infantry. North Borneo, an infantry. Malaya, an infantry. French Indochina, an infantry. Hong Kong, 2 infantry. Burma, 2 infantry and artillery and a cavalry. West India, 2 artillery, 4 infantry. Arabia, an infantry. Hijab, 2 infantry. Seazone 36, a dreadnought and a transport. Palestine, an infantry and 2 artillery. Cyprus, an infantry. Seazone 31, a cruiser. Anglo-Egyptian Sudan, an infantry. Rhodesia, an infantry. Union of South Africa, 4 infantry and artillery. Belgian Congo, 2 infantry. Malta, an infantry. Gibraltar, an infantry. Seazone 20, a cruiser. Seazone 19, a dreadnought and a transport. London, 7 infantry, 3 artillery. Yorkshire, 2 infantry and an artillery. And hopefully everyone enjoys watching this and watching me make mistakes, but hey, it's part of playing the game. Thanks.